Jamaican dinners. Enjoy. Today we are gonna make Christmas cake. 2 pound of raisins, half pound of prunes, half pound of dates, 1 pound of cherry, mixed peel, 1 pound of mixed peel, half pound of dates or currant. Cut up all the raisins and the prune and the mixed peel and some of the cherry. Just cut it up, 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 cut it up. An easy way to cut it, just put them like this. You can also blend this with the wine, but it's gonna be a headache. See this? And just take some time and just cut them up. This is prawns. This is mixed peel. So you just wanna kind of cut it like that, because you're not gonna be able to cut every single thing, but just kind of make small pieces as much as you can. This is cherry. I call it American cherry because it don't grow in Jamaica. So this is cherry. You just want to cut it up, and we're going to cut this up and we're going to use half in the cake, and we're going to use half to sprinkle on the top of the cake before you put it in the oven. Now once, just put all the raisins and all the little fruits in a bowl, because now we're going to soak it with the wine. Just mix it up. Mix this this is the wine, and just pour a little white rum in it, just like a cork, for 4 cups of wine. So we're going to soak this into 4 cups of wine. And you just cover it and let it marinate. Now cover it properly. 1 pound butter. From all these eggs, just 10 eggs. 1 pound of all-purpose flour. 1/4 pound of brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 1 teaspoon of rose water, optional. 3 teaspoons of baking powder. 2 tablespoons of cinnamon with browning or no browning. 2 tablespoons of mixed spice. Mixed spice. Make sure the container say mixed spice. 1 teaspoon of almond essence. 6 tablespoons of rum, white rum, Jamaican white rum. So I just mark it like that. So I'm going to cut within the ink, cut on the inside. Now this is for the dry ingredients. Add 1 pound of flour, all-purpose flour, 3 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoon of allspice, 2 tablespoon of cinnamon. Now sieve. In baking, it's good to do the eggs last, because the eggs will be raw, will make your cake raw if you do the eggs first. Add 1 pound of butter. Add the sugar, 1/4 cup of sugar. You shouldn't freeze the butter. Let the butter sit room temperature before you bake, because it's going to be difficult to do this. Now we're gonna add the eggs, 2 eggs at a time, and break them in a separate dish. That's 1, 2. We're gonna use a mixer later, but you have to wait until the butter works out because the butter is gonna stick between the mixer blade. So, and now would be a good time to preheat your oven at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Add 1 teaspoon of rose water. Remember, this is optional. Add 1 teaspoon of almond essence. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Your oven should be already preheated at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Just blend. Now to your flour mix, add the butter and the egg mix. Try and be as organized as possible. You're going to try the spoon. So your batter should look just like this, smooth like that. Now we're going to add the raisins. This is how the raisin look after 24 hours of soak. Add the raisins. Because I didn't put any browning in this, I'm going to mix it. I'm going to bake it half with browning and half without. You just want to make sure it's mixed thoroughly. Try the spoon. Pour it halfway. Just like this to release the bubbles. We'll add 3 teaspoons of browning. Sprinkle cherry pieces on top. Preheat your oven at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And put the bigger one and close your oven. Your timer, set your timer for 2 hours. The 7-inch will take 1 hour and 30 minutes, and the 8-inch will take about 1 hour and 45 minutes to about 50 minutes. So now I'm gonna check one of the small ones. So make sure your knife is clean and we're gonna check it. See, this is ready. But so 4 Christmas cake, 3 Christmas cakes. Now we're about to base it with wine. The big one is still in the oven, which I'm about to check. It's a little wet. I'll let it stay for a little more while. Now to these, use a toothpick and sponge some holes. We're going to base it with some wine. Now to about a cup of wine to each cake and a little rum, we're going to base it. Christmas cakes based with wine. Four cakes, 2 on the right and the upper left have wine, and the one to the bottom left don't have wine yet. Now we are gonna take this apart together and we're gonna cut it. I'm gonna taste it for you. Wow, look at that. See all that fruits? Wow, that's pretty. Look at that. Christmas cake. Now we're gonna cut it. Wow, look at that. That's a real fruit cake. Christmas cake with brownie. Christmas cake. Jamaica.